This is the rear wheel from a Stokke Xplory, and today we're going to show you how to disassemble the inside elements here so that you can replace the ball bearings or replace the locking mechanism if necessary. We're only going to show this inner part of it today, but it is actually also possible to take apart the outer side of the wheel by removing these screws in order to replace the rubber, and the rubber is actually in two parts, but really I don't know how you'd get a hold of those parts separately from the wheel itself as opposed to ball bearings. So if anybody needs to see that or is interested, then please leave a comment. In this video we'll only be dealing with the inside elements. So there are 6 screws here, and it's the common star-shaped head that is on pretty much every aspect of stock strollers. And you just want to unscrew these 6 screws. And this allows you to pull up this entire element here. Underneath you can see the locking mechanism itself. It's this metal pin, and if this breaks or if you're having trouble locking it, it can be that these pieces have bent or that it's broken. This is a very common way that wheels often attach to strollers. So this bends down or up, and where it angles in here is where it holds the groove on the inside of the axle or on the outside of the axle. So you can replace that if necessary. When you're putting it back in, you need to make sure that it's bent outwards and slots into all of these little plastic bits on the inside of the rim here. When it comes to replacing the ball bearings or removing the ball bearings, there's one here and there's one on the other side, and there's actually a separate plastic channel that runs through it. So you're going to need to remove that piece in order to get to the ball bearings. So what you're going to want to do is give it a little hammer on this side where it pops upwards, where you have access to this brake teeth, which might also break, by the way. It is possible you might need to replace this plastic piece. But from this side, you want to give it a little bit of a knock and knock the lip of that plastic piece down into it. Then you can turn it upside down. You can see this side is wider. And here you can use a flathead screwdriver to pry it free. There we go. Now we've pried it free from the first ball bearing. You can just pop that out, replace it if necessary. With the second one, it would just be a matter of working it down off of this piece and popping it off as well. That's kind of self-explanatory. When you're putting it back together then, slot it back through. Pop that ball bearing back in place. Go until you know that that lip has popped over it, and then you're just going to put it back into the rim of the wheel such that this plastic protruding part, which is actually sort of a channel for the locking pin, fits in right there, and then it lined up your screw holes just like that. And then it's of course just a matter of putting all the screws back in place. In any case though, that's how you disassemble the rear wheel of a Stokke Xplory in order to replace any of the elements that might have gone bad. We hope that this video has been useful to you. If it has been, we ask you to subscribe, as it helps us continue making videos in the future. Thank you.